welcome to a brand new tutorial. Thanks for coming in, and today I will be showing you guys how to create your very own thumbnails. I have had several requests to do this, so today I'm going to show you how I create my very own thumbnails for free. So the first step of creating it is you're going to go to a website called Pixler. So you're just going to type in Pixler, and you can go to the website, but I just prefer to go straight to the Pixler editor. It's much faster. And then you're just going to want to click create new image and change the width to 1280 and the height to 720, because that's the size that your YouTube thumbnails will be. And then you're going to want to check the box that says transparent, because it'll just make it look nicer overall. And to start off your thumbnail, you're going to just go on to whatever browser you're on. I prefer Google just because of the way they run stuff. And you're just going to type in some kind of background. So the best types are either grunge or starburst, or sunburst, sorry. So I'll just do those two. So grunge, background, and then you're just going to want to go 1280 by 720 because it'll look the nicest. And also sunburst, background, 1280 by 720 again. And then just go to images, and there's going to be a ton that you can choose from. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to choose a grunge one. So you're just going to want to find one that you think will look really nice. I'll just have to wait for these to load. Okay, so I guess this one looks pretty good. So once you have it open, you're going to want to click save image as. And then it's going to open that up. You just click save and it'll automatically download at the bottom. You can close that as soon as it's loaded. And then when you go back to your other page, you want to click file, click open image, and then scroll down to find the image that you just saved. Sorry, I have a ton saved from the previous ones I've made. So there it is. And then when it opens, to make it look the nicest and to not have that little bar at the top, you're going to click Control A, and then you'll see the little dots moving around the edge. And then you're going to want to click Control C, which is going to copy it. Then you can go ahead and close that little tab and click Control V, which will paste it. So now it's like attached to it kind of. And then once it's like that, you can go ahead and look for whatever kind of picture. So because this is gonna suit all types, not just Clash Royale stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and type YouTube logo, and you're gonna want to make sure that says transparent. And what that means is, I'll show you in a second. So if it has the little squares all the way around it, then that means that you won't see those in the actual picture. Unlike when something has just a plain white square, then you'll be able to see that and it just won't look as nice. So you're just going to save the image as just like that. Wait for it to load, then go ahead and close that. Go back to your other page, and then you click open image again. Scroll down until you find that one. And it is right all the way down here. And then you're just going to want to do the same thing. Control A, Control C. Sorry. Close that. And then hit Control V. So now you'll have this little thing when you click. Just a second. When you click this right here, which has the arrow with the little cross beside it, then you can move the stuff around that you have clicked on. So like, I'm gonna put that about right there. And then you're gonna want to go ahead and add some text. So click the little T at the almost the very bottom right, or it's on the bottom left side of the page. Click the second one from the bottom, and then it's gonna open up this, so you can type in whatever kind of text you want. So I'm gonna do how to make, and then I'll just enlarge it to make it look better. So that's a bit too big. So I'll shorten it to about 100. So You just gotta find one that actually, I'm going to make this even bigger, even if it goes over top of the YouTube. Then I'm gonna make that in bold, or change it to bold, and then just choose any kind of font you want. There are tons of different fonts on here. I'm gonna choose that one and make this as big as possible. For some reason it can't go really big. Like if you type 999, the 130 is automatically the biggest, so you can't go higher than that. But that's okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Click OK, and then to move the YouTube, I'm just gonna click the move tab, click on that layer, and then move it down there so it's underneath. So I can. Okay, that's pretty good like that. Then I'm gonna add some more text. So click the little T, click where you want to put it, and then I'll just click or type in thumbnails. And I'd highly suggest doing it in all caps just so it's more visible. Change that to bold. And to increase the size and to tilt it a bit, I'm actually just going to click OK right there, and then you're going to right click on it, click rasterize layer, and it'll say rasterize layer in the middle. Go to edit, click free transform, and then you can like move it around however you want. So I'm going to twist it like that, make it a bit bigger, and also taller. So there, that looks pretty good. So then just click anywhere outside, and it's going to say, do you want to apply the changes? So I'm going to go ahead and click yes, and then it'll stay like that. I'll add a little bit more text on the bottom right here, and just type in for free. And again, you can just type in whatever you want. You don't have to type in everything I type in. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. No, sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Just a bit of a cool. And then I'm actually gonna change this color. I'll move it so I can see what it looks like after it's changed. And then you can just move this around to whatever kind of color you want. I'm gonna want a really dark blue, so it's not too visible, but you can still see it. Change that to bold. I'll actually make that a little bit smaller to 75. Actually, no, it's fine. So let's leave it like that. Right click on it, click rasterize layer, edit, free transform, and now I can move it like that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'll make it not that big. Okay, that's. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to. Okay, that's pretty good. So just click outside the box, click yes, apply the changes, and then you also want to change the way the letters look. So if I right click on the one that I want to change, I can click layer styles, and then there's a bunch of different things you can add, like inner glow, so it'll make a little glow on the inside. Outer glow makes it glow on the outside. You can bevel it to have that weird look. I don't know how to describe it. You can do an inner shadow, or you can do a drop shadow. Drop shadow is probably the most used one because it fits with everything. And I'm also going to add an inner and outer glow just for that one because you want it to stick out a little bit, just not too much. But I won't do the inner shadow or bevel because it just doesn't make it look that good. And if you click beside the check mark, you can change the opacity to make it more or less visible. Sorry guys. Really sorry about that. And you can change the distance, so I can make it really far away so you can barely see it. I can make it nothing. But I'm just going to leave it at 10 because that's a pretty good distance. And you can change the size of it if you want to. But I'm just going to leave that as 0 as well. You can also change the angle, but I like it how it is. So that's pretty good for that one. You can also save the change that you made to it. But now I'm going to right click on thumbnails, click layer styles, and I'm going to add a drop shadow. shadow, and because it's black, inner shadow doesn't do much. Outer glow I'm gonna leave, and just for that word I'll make it have an inner glow as well. That looks pretty good for that. And then I'm gonna change the how to make layer styles, and then also do a drop shadow for that because that just works for all of them. And I'm actually gonna leave both of those, just leave everything like that, and I'll add a little bit more text on the top and say like with. Something that I've noticed is that if you click on it and don't click the text box, then it will start clicking a bunch of random things. So let's do with Pixler, just really tiny on the top. I'll make it only 75, just so it's not too visible, but you can still see it. You don't want it to stand out that much, just so it's kind of there. I'll also make it a bit lighter and angle it so it's angled in. So go to rasterize layer, edit, free transform, then I'll turn it like that so it fits a bit better. Doesn't really want to move, so I just have to keep it like that. That looks pretty good. And I'm gonna add an emoji just because everyone likes emojis. So let's just go emoji transfer, and I'll just go and sure this one's fine. Make sure that it has a little grid on the outside of it. Okay, my goodness. Click save image, not save link. Save that, wait for it to load, close everything, then you can go back, go to file, open image, and scroll down through your hundreds of pictures until you find it. Okay, there it is. And this might be too big. I'll just have to see, sometimes it changes size. Okay, I think that's a bit too big. So if you go to the layers and uncheck it, then you won't have to delete it or everything. You can just leave it like that. And now I can look for a different one because that one was too big. That was 530 by 532. So I'll try and find one that's a bit smaller than that. Middle finger there. There aren't too many good ones. So I guess I'll just do okay. This is kind of awkward because there aren't any good ones. Okay, sure, we'll just go with this one. And I'll actually show you guys what happens if it isn't transparent, which means it doesn't have the little grid on the outside. I'll just do this to show you guys what it will look like if it doesn't have the little grid, because some of you guys might be wondering why can't you do it, and here's why. I'll just go down until I find it. There. And then when you do all the copy and save and stuff, then it will look like that, which personally I think it looks kind of ugly. So you always have to make sure it has the little grid, which means it will just be that thing. So I'll just see if I can find any more good ones really quick. If I can't, okay, we'll just have to go with this. Make sure it has the little grid. Save the image. Close everything and go back to your Pixler page. Click open image. Scroll down until you find it. And open it up. Make sure to Control A, Control C, click no, and then Control V, That's a bit small, but that's completely fine. So yeah, I think that looks like a pretty good thumbnail. Hope you guys can learn something from it. I know I'm not the best, and obviously this isn't as good as Photoshop or anything like that, but that's basically how you create it. Then you're just gonna go to File, click Save, and I like to make sure the quality is as high as it can go. It won't take any extra time to save, but it'll just look nicer. Then you can just label it whatever you want, so I'll just go YouTube thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail tutorial. And yeah, that's basically all there is to it. You just go on and click save. And then when you go to your YouTube video, I'll just quickly open it up and show it to you guys. You're gonna click on your little icon there, Creator Studio. And I actually did just create my own logo. It hasn't showed up yet. But let's just say I wanted to edit. Actually, no, I'll edit one that doesn't have one yet. So let's just say I want to edit this random one. I can go to Custom Thumbnail. And then I'll just go and scroll down to find the one that I've created. So I'll just quickly find that for you guys here. Okay, there it is. And then once you click on it, it'll automatically save that. It won't show here just because when you're looking at it like that, it won't show up. But I'll just quickly go to my channel, like from the outside, if you know what I mean. And whoops, I forgot to save it. Sorry guys, little error there. Okay, so save it like that. Make sure you click Save Changes, otherwise it won't change at all. So you click Save Changes, and I'm going to do what I said. Look at it from the outside, so not from the editor point. I'll just click on my channel, and now... Oh. Okay, sorry again guys, because it is a private video, because that was my pre-edited one. It won't show up. So actually I will have to look at it through here. But now when I look at it, right there you can see it has my custom thumbnail. It only took around 10 minutes to create. It's free. It looks pretty good. So tell me what you guys think. Make sure to drop a comment down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like more videos. Also make sure to check out Chief Key. He has some great videos too. And also check out Movies, Comics, and MTG. Currently, his logo is just MCM, so make sure to check him out. He just did a really cool video on how you can make a nice fidget spinner that works really well, DIY fidget spinner, so make sure to check out him too. And anyways, thanks you guys for watching, so see you next time.